Hello again and welcome to March West Highland Railway, and in this video it's going to be on baseboards, and I'm just going to show you how I've constructed the first steps of the layout with building the baseboard. So grab yourself a drink and I hope you enjoy. Okay then, I'll just go through how I constructed the baseboard. Starting off with, the top sheet is a 5 foot by 3 foot by 9mm ply. Now I had to buy a 5 foot by 4 foot because that's the size that it would come in. The actual sheet come in 8 foot by 4 foot, but they do sell them to the length that you want. They will cut it down and only charge you for the linear length that you require, and then they'll cut it to size whatever you want, what you've purchased. And that was from Great Bar Sawmills. And I'll just turn it round to show you the wood construction underneath. So the wood construction underneath is 1 3/4 by 3/4 inch, and I've made an outside frame, as you can see, and then I've done a linear length that's going down, which was what I was told best to do. Don't just brace it going across. And then I've got the cross bracings. Now, as you can see, the cross bracings are staggered. That is because you can't put the screws in if they're in line with each other. So I found this was the best way to offset it for the cross bracing. And just a little bit of a note, I was short on the wood by 1 piece. So this piece here is a piece of packing wood that you get with like your IKEA builds or self-build wardrobes or cupboards, things like that. Sometimes they put bits of wood in, so I've utilised one of them. It's always worth keeping all those offcuts of wood. As you can see to the left of the camera, I've got loads of offcuts, bits and bobs from different things over the years. So it's always worth keeping it for that rainy day when you need that just one piece of wood. Okay, to assemble it all together, I use these number 8 screws, and they're 1 1/4 inch, and they're not self-finished, they're galvanised finish, which I always like to use because if there's any moisture, especially in the garage, they ain't going to go rusty. And what I do, I use a 3.5 drill, wood drill, and drill the hole as a pilot hole. Then I use a number 8 normal drill. This is a universal drill, does plastic and metal, and I use that just to countersink the hole, so when the screw goes in, that sits flush. But you have to be really careful with this because too much pressure and you end up literally drilling a hole. It will go through pretty quick, which I have done on the baseboard a couple of times, but it's not a problem. You can always fill it afterwards. And then I use some Evo stick wood adhesive, and this is from Great Bar Sawmills, £5.60. This is really good stuff. All the wood on the construction has been glued as well, which helps with the strength. And I do recommend this stuff. I mean, you can buy just cheap basic wood glue, but this stuff's really good. I use this on March West Junction, and it's been going for several years now without no issues, so it's well worth using. And the reason I use it as well, it's weatherproof. So again, like I say, with moisture in the air, being in a garage, it's a better glue to use to prevent any issues. Okay, I've took you off the tripod now, so I apologise for any shaky movements. But as you can see, by using the actual other drill bits, you do your pilot drill, and then you do your other drill and just touch on, and that will then give you a flush finish on all your screws. The way I've done the frame is I've made a box, so it's like a picture frame all the way around, and then I put the bracing piece in the middle next, using screws there, and the screw from the other side as well, and then obviously attach the cross bracings, and there's one screw this side and there should be two on the outside. But remember what I was saying about with that other drill, you've got to be careful. There's one that's gone a little bit too deep, but it's not a problem, that can be filled afterwards. Plus this being on the outside as well, we'll have a fascia on there. So I'll just turn the board round to show you what's on the other side. And on the other side you can see where the screws are that are going into the cross bracing. So I'll mark them all out so you can see where to drill from this side, and it's screwed all the way round and glued. And it does make quite a sturdy baseboard, and being 9mm ply, it's not mega heavy, it's quite light at the moment. Okay, so as a temporary measure, I've clamped the actual baseboard to my workmate, which is underneath, just so I can work on it, because I haven't built the legs for it yet. That's going to be a future project. Now, I don't know what to use, because at the Worley Club that I'm a member of, they started to buy these frames that you get from IKEA, and then they actually bolt the layout to the frames, but you can reuse them if you change projects, or if you've got a few layouts, you can use the same legs for each layout, which is a possibility. But something I'd like some help with is how high to have it. Now at the moment, it's about 1 metre off the ground as we look at it. But if I turn you round, I'll try and turn you slowly. This is March West Junction, and as you can see, this is a lot higher. Now I prefer this height because it's quite good to work on. As you can see, I've got some nice storage space underneath, but I think it's a better viewing height. It's not fantastic for little children, but you'd have to bring a box at a show if you was to take it to a show. But I think this is a better height for the layout. And I think this is about 1.5 metres up, or 1.4. So please comment below what's your thoughts on the legs to use, whether those frames from IKEA are the best thing, and the height, what you think's a good working height. Is that a good height as it is now, where you look more down on it, or is that a better height the way I've got March West Junction? I mean, if I take you around the other side as well, you can see the height of that side as well, which is obviously the same height. But I feel that that's quite a good working height and a good viewing height as well. But like I say, if you leave a comment below, that'd be much appreciated. Okay, so that's the baseboard so far. Now, what I'm doing with this project, which people say you should never do, I'm going to keep a tally of the costs, so you guys out there understand what it costs to build a model railway, and it'll help people to work out budgets and things like that. So far the costs up to £38.24. Now that was £28.64 for the wood. The screws are £4 a box, and the wood glue was £5.60. Now obviously there's more costs that's gone on it because of the track, and obviously with other stuff in the future, the scenic work. So I won't tally up the costs of the track yet, because the track on the board is the Pico starter set that I bought on sale, and the other track is what's been left over from previous projects, March West Junction TMD. But what I want to do is look at what track to use for the double O side of it, whether to use bullhead rail or use the existing track that I've got now. But I'll put a price to it all, because obviously I had to buy it a while ago. So how it stands at the moment, I'll just run through the basic track plan. So like I mentioned previously, these are going to be storage sidings for a 2-car DMU. We've got one point here, a small curve, another point here. I'm thinking of getting a catch point to go there, because this will be a disused siding stroke engineer siding, so it will be a bit overgrown and what have you. And then obviously this line here is going to be the station, so there'll be a station platform here, and then I don't know what I'm doing with this area here, so please comment below what you think I can do. Here will be either a cliff face or retaining wall, because this will be on the next level, it'll be up here. So I'm going to have a 2-foot by 5-foot board going across there, and then a section here as well for where this comes round, and there'll be a tunnel portal here, and this will be on a separate bridge that's not connected. So it's as if that's the tunnel, and then this line was added afterwards, and instead of carving away into the hillside, they've just cut across over the cliff face using a bridge. So I don't know what bridge to use there. I have got one of those Wills bridges, which is the sectional one that you use on Everard Junction. But I don't know whether I've seen on some OO9 layouts where they have like a little nice iron curved bridge, and I've seen it on a couple of them. Now whether it's too common to have it, I don't know, but I thought that would be nice because you still could see the train pass through. This end, I don't know whether to have a tunnel there, so it's as if the line carries on, because this layout's going to be based around the 80s I'm looking at, so I can run large logo, BR blue stock. So the passenger stock will be BR blue, and there'll be the odd large logo loco coming to take wagons away from this siding if it's need be. And I thought that's a better era to model, because it's more universal. So there won't be any class 66s, 68s on this layout. It'll be earlier on. On the top section, as I explained before, there's going to be a siding here. Now this is going to be a cliff face that comes round, and like I say, it will come to about here, tunnel mouth, the bridge going across here, and then the cliff will come round here. So this will all be raised up so high, and that will go round. So there'll be a 2-foot by 5 foot, and then another section using this 1 foot wide I've got off cut that will come to here, and that will all be shaped nice. Now there's going to be probably a hillside. This side in here is still under thought at the moment. I'm thinking of having it as with some like tipper trucks and like a loading, maybe a coal mine entrance. I've seen a disused 3D printed coal mine entrance, or a slate mine entrance that I could put into the hillside, because this will all be up in a hill. I'm thinking of, I mean, this is only ideas, so please, if you've got any suggestions, put it in the comments below. I'm thinking of having this on a bridge, and either a road coming up to enter this under the bridge into this sort of area, or maybe a stream, a waterfall going off, and then this will go round and join up with that side of the layout with some storage sidings. It will go via a tunnel. There'll be a tunnel mouth here, and on that side I'm thinking of doing the tunnel mouth more round here, so it gives a bit of interest going round. Now the same again, there's going to be a station here, so the hillside might come round to about here, something like that, but this is only at an idea stage. If it does, then I've got to somehow get people into the station. So do I have another gradient going up here, and that goes over a curved bridge so people can get to the station? So I don't know. And this will be like just a siding, I don't know what to put in there, spare wagons or something like that. So that's roughly the plan at the moment, but if people have got better ideas or can see a better way of doing things, then please drop it in the comments below. And as this is going to be a sort of learning curve for me, and I want to share what I'm learning from the project. So that brings me to the end of this video. Hopefully you stayed with it and enjoyed it. If you have, then please hit the like button and share with your friends. If you're new to the channel, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. It's free, you don't have to pay, and you get notified when I release my next video, either on March West Highland Railway or on March West Junction, because I'm keeping the channel as one channel still. One more thing before I go, which is a big debate in the club that I'll go to, which is the Worley Model Railway Club, as mentioned before. Do you put cork under the track, or do you just leave it? Now, I know Jenny Kirk don't. On March West Junction, I didn't. So I'm playing with the idea, do I put cork under the track? So please put your comments below and your thoughts on whether to use cork underneath or rubber underlay or something like that. So until the next time, thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you very much, Ian Carter and Andy Hudson, for their tips and ideas on building this so far. And I'll see you at the next one. Bye for now.